a woman used to go and live in the church, and she used to be in one room only. And I'd say I could do that part time for 6 months of the year in winter, and not come out until not come out until March. Yeah, I think it's a sort of penance thing in medieval times they used to do. They didn't become nuns, but they just used to live in the church, and they wouldn't go out. And I could do. They said, "Oh, how awful it was! What was thing to do? Terrible thing for these women." But I thought, no, I could do that for 6 months at this time of year. It's just so absolutely bloody cold at the moment. Oh dear, it's terrible.
Well, what's cold? Yeah. What's cold for you guys? What's cold? I mean,
what's cold?
Is it above? Is it above zero?
It's
3 or 4.
3 or 4, 5. Yeah, you're laughing at that. You think that's cold. What's it like in where you are? Is it?
It's that temperature exactly. It's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And but in a month or two it'll be 0, which would be what for you guys? Negative what? I don't even know. I don't know the metric
negative
system.
Life.
Pretty cold. And then that's 6 months.
In Scotland, it's like -12.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, it's snowing.
Like that. And with the wind blowing, because we live on Lake Ontario, right on the shore, it's just a constant westerly wind blowing. I mean, harsh wind. And the U.S. is always, they make a big deal on the mainstream media that if South Carolina gets a tropical storm winds are like 45 miles per hour. So kilometers. I don't even know what that is. Like 20 kilometers. And we get those every day. We get 40-mile-an-hour winds. Like they blow through constantly. In fact, there was a professor at the college that made a pretty famous book, not famous, but published by a real, company. And it was called Winds. She titled the book Wind. And because that's where she lived. It was autobiographical. And it's just constant wind. Anyway.
So I'm worried about how you're going to acclimatise to Thailand next November. Are you and Rose going to be okay? You're not going to melt into the floor.
Oh, that's.
I love the heat. I like it.
I do.
You're good. Okay, good. Me too.
Yeah, I was saying that I'd go into hibernation and then I'd wake up in March and open my Christmas presents. I'd go in about November and wake up in March.
Well,
I'd be put on a sort of a deep hyper sleep. They should do that for people now. If you get seasonal adjusted depression like I do, you should do that. Start looking at ways to
that's the answer. Thailand's the answer. That's why I go to Thailand this time of year. I never go to Thailand in June or anything. You can't operate. I can't operate in this temperature. I can't do it. So it's more productive for me to go to Thailand specifically because it's either that or hibernate.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
Yeah, you do get sluggish in the cold, don't you?
Well, I kind of wonder now. I might want to backtrack a little on what I said about the heat. I have to have respite from there has to be some coolness. If it's 24-hour heat, I would be upset. Yeah, I need that night. I need the night times to get down there to a breathable air. Yeah.
You'll be finding Korat. Korat's relatively cold for Thailand. It's quite cold there now relative to, say, Pattaya. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Emma's got some big news about the Turner Prize.
Well, it's non-existent at the moment. It's kind of. I looked online because I wanted to see it was on a taped, but it's not. It's actually in Bradford in the museum gallery in Bradford, and so it's not even on a tape this year. So it's sort of non-existent. So that's what exactly we'll be doing anything this year for it.
Well, all the more reason to do a Stuckism demo at Tape Britain if the Turner Prize isn't even there.
That's right.
So
Stuckism is wrong. Remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
be at the wrong place.
That might be good. Stuckism got the wrong location. You could put me back up saying that. Yeah, we could do something there. We'll have to talk
like people say they don't see colour when they're talking about other people. I don't think we see failure. We'll do a demo with nobody there, or we'll play big when nobody turns up. Emma will do a party when no one turns up.
Yeah.
And in our mind, that's success.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
It does. And it'd be a success if there are loads of people there as well. It's not like it's the opposite. It's just
Right.
we just don't see failure.
I'm just a
I
bit
think it's
annoyed
yeah.
because I am doing it. I mean, hopefully you'll come tomorrow, but I'll be doing a party. Like, it coincides with the cold, so a load of people won't come now. They will say it's too cold to come out in it. But so it's just so bad that it had to coincide with all this cold. But yeah, so
Wait, you're having a party tomorrow, Emma?
yeah,
Emma is,
I'm
yeah.
at mine. So yeah. So, but I don't think anyone's going to come because it's so cold. People say they don't want to come out in this weather.
Do they have coats? Do they have coats in London? People wear coats and hats.
They do. And they have underground tube trains as well, which are quite warm actually.
Artists,
Heated buses, but they still won't come out. They still won't come out in it. But I'll see. Yeah.
artists just need any excuse not to do something.
Right. The part about it's almost like a badge of honor when nobody shows up. It's like I must be good because nobody likes me. I have those feelings all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I always, I have to assuage, my, I don't know, self-deprecation sometimes. Just turn it around and go, oh no, it's because I'm ahead of my time. That's why nobody likes my work. Right?
Yeah, I just blame the weather. No one likes me, but I blame the weather. I'm that insecure. I have to blame the weather when no one shows up. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. I must be good because no one likes me. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I got some interesting news.
What's that?
Did you ever hear of the magazine called Raw Vision?
Yeah.
The editor of Raw Vision just contacted me yesterday on email, and I sent her our movie, and she said, okay, are these outsiders? And I said, well, what do you mean? And she said, are they in the art world? And I thought that was very weird thing to say. I said, well, isn't anybody who makes art in the art world if they consider themselves an artist? But I said, you mean if as far as training goes, I'm not trained officially. So I'm naive and all that. So I think she's interested in the movie.
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for
how she has to check you tick the personality boxes before she's interested in the work.
Right. Well, yep. So hopefully she said
the trailer was interesting. I give us an article. But,
right.
Yeah,
we got to promote it. We got to talk. But she said it was a great trailer. I sent her the trailer and the movie. So she said, this is a great trailer. And she says, so is this made by by outsider artists or people within the system? So, it's like, I feel like I'm an outsider every day,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know what she's getting at, and the answer is yes, we are outsiders. But
yes, okay.
It's just a shame. It's a shame that you've just even for the people who are supposedly on the outside, you still have to be in that pigeonhole. You know what I mean? Before they'll work with you.
Yeah.
Don't tell them we're...
I got more of the story. So
don't
the reason
tell
why
them I didn't take modern.
The reason why she emailed me is because I cold called her the other day. I was just looking at art fairs. You've heard of art fairs.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And I was thinking of doing free art demos outside of art fairs.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is brilliant. I mean, it's like all these galleries trying to make a ton of money on 2 or 3 paintings from each artist. We're out there giving it away. London has some big art fairs too, but so I was looking at it, Miami Basel. I was looking at the Outsider Art Fair, and I just went to the Outsider Art Fair one in New York City or wherever it is, and it gave me all the galleries participating and their media sponsors. So Raw Vision was the media sponsor. So
the whole thing's a total brand. It's the opposite of what they say they are.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the trouble. I mean, it's become.
And it's not a problem. I mean, there's no artistic value with being outsider. It's no badge of honor, but it's just because they say it. They seem to be putting out the idea that this is something outside the system. But like you say,
this is
they're in it just as much as anyone else.
Sure, they're in it. and they have a 65,000 print run. So if we're talking about free art in a movie, and they want to somehow put a plug for it,
Yeah,
I'll
They
take it.
should do, yeah.
yeah,
Because there are people out there who say they give out free art, but they are prints. They're not originals.
Right.
So really,
Right.
they're just littering flyers all over the place, saying they're giving away free art.
yeah.
But we
Yeah.
actually really do it. We're the ones who are really giving away our paintings.
Mm.
So
Giving away.
we should be distinguished from them lot. You know,
Yeah. Mm.
Right. Well, right. So
because this thing
Yeah.
where you call a print an artwork
Yeah.
is so, I think, dubious. It's a print of an artwork. You know what I mean?
before the internet, before mass production of images was made available, it was a way to make money. If you had a painting you thought was worth 10,000, you could make $20 with your prints.
Yeah.
40 years ago, it was a way to sell and to stay alive and to buy paints.
Yeah.
You were selling an image for your wall, but they just obviously don't work anymore because anybody with a high resolution photo can make a print of your, it's the whole NFT scam. It's crazy. Right.
I know someone who publishes prints and books. I won't say who they are in case they don't want to be named, but they had people saying, "Oh, I want this print, I want that print," and he says, "Well, there's a book, and the book's got them all in, but they don't want it in the book. They want it on a loose sheet of paper.
Yeah.
They won't pay £20 for a book of them, but they'll pay £50 for one page.
Mm.
Right. Or more. Prints can go pretty high. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So anyway, if she writes back and says, I'd like to feature this or put this in an article or do an article. Oh, I also sent her, just so you know, I sent her your Camden videos because
nice one.
I sent yesterday's and said, look, he's on the streets right now doing it. This is what he does. So
yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Because that's what I think is the most interesting part of the movie is us getting together. I mean, and then going out into Camden and doing that. That was, to me, the creme de la creme, right? Whatever. The top.
The art fairs, I imagine the Museum of Everything are probably part of those outsider art fairs. And the Museum of Everything have got 30 or 40 of my drawings.
Where's that?
The Museum of Everything. They're an outsider art collection.
Okay.
They were the ones that put my work in Tate Modern, and then they messaged me afterwards, say, "Have you got any more stuff?" So Shelley and I, my wife at the time, went down there, and I took like 30 drawings, and they took all of them. So they've got a ton of my work. So even if it's just funny, even if I'm disqualified from being considered outsider because I've exhibited in the art world, the bit of the art world I've exhibited in was the outsider art in the art world.
Exactly. Right.
So my reputation's protected by
by
still being in that little bit of the Venn diagram.
That shell. Yep. Wow. Yeah. Good
so
point.
what are they going to do with you, Ron?
What's that?
Raw. What a Raw Vision going to do?
Oh, I have no idea. It was a one email exchange. She said she wanted to know if we were outsider artists, and I gave her the little story. I said Edgeworth and I didn't go to college, but I think art college. But I think Emma, Donald,
I did go to art college. Yeah,
and Charles went to art college. And I said, but I said the movie is more. I forgot exactly what I wrote, but about getting together and I said, damn it, I'm an outsider. don't even pretend that I'm not,
Yeah.
So, for the purposes of this self-promotion, I think we should consider ourselves outsider artists.
I think so. And the other thing is, it used to be used to have a very definite thing about naive arts not being trained, have no official formal.
She said that. She said, "Are you untrained?" And I said, "Yes."
Outsider art can be people outside the gallery system now, I think, more. So, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. You have to tick that box of the marginalised type, I think. Marginalised type, which I get a little bit annoyed about. But
well, it's all other people's doing. It's nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I suppose you have to see it that way. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a business for them.
Tough for us to be called outsiders, then fine, call us outsiders.
Yeah.
I always think people who aren't made by the millionaire class are pretty much all outsiders.
Yes, that's it. And
That's in modern art. But I mean,
really couldn't know the rest of the world, the rest of the planet. Yeah, that's what it really means. It's going to be an outsider artist soon. And the BBC will be an outsider of broadcasters at this rate soon. So, yeah, so, yeah, this rate.
why
Yeah.
will the BBC be that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a massive fan of the BBC.
Oh, well, we might go into
Yeah,
that.
we won't go into politics or anything.
No, it's just that. Did you know Donald Trump is now suing the BBC for $5 billion? You
Yes.
and that's more than their annual budget. So, I don't know what we're going to watch for the year if he wins, because we'll just have to look at the test cards. And I thought it'd be like looking at two clowns, won't it? But then you won't get that because you're American, and you used to have a test card with the girl and the clown. It was
yeah.
So this would be looking at, the test card came up. But my dad, he remembers when they had a little cat playing with the ball of wool, and they had a fade out because it was that old, where they had the original BBC and they had little sort of films just to fade out in the evening when they finished for the day. So they had a little cat playing with the, so that he remembers. And they had the girl with the clown. I said, look, if he shuts down the BBC, I mean, that's more than their yearly budget now, $5 billion. So it'll be looking at two clowns.
I don't understand. I don't understand the idea that just the world, the class divide is so extreme to think, I'm trying to be a president, but I'm also going to sue, and I got my team of lawyers, and I'm suing internationally. It's like, just if I was UK, I would just start laughing, going, "No, we're not going to recognize this. Go to hell."
I mean, the thing is, it's because this guy who worked at this very right-wing paper called The Telegraph, he found out this. They spliced, and they apologised for it. But as soon as they apologised, he's now told them they had to take this other programme off Newsnight, which was where they had his voiceover with the pictures of them storming Capitol Hill, and his voiceover "We fight like hell," and then so it was all photo montage with his voice. There was nothing that said he said this at this point of time or that point of time. We all know it was a compilation.
Very conveniently ordered compilation.
Well, compilation hit sort of thing, and then best of Donald Trump type thing, and then they he said that's got to come down as well, and now he's suing for $5 billion. So the point is people who don't like the BBC, they don't like public service. And they're very clever, because the next thing is why should we pay? Should the taxpayer pay to go to court over it? So should our license be used to fight the case? Well, if he's going to sue, they're going to have to defend themselves. I don't see how they can not, but they reckon they've got quite a good defence case, on the grounds that it was actually in Florida, that it's all, he was from, this was Florida, and they didn't even broadcast the programme in Florida, so it was outside the jurisdiction. The second one is that he was actually found guilty of insurrection starting the riot by the Supreme Court in America, so there's nothing defamatory about it. The third one is that he accused the Democrats of stealing the election, which was false, and, really was a false accusation, and his general goes what's gone before him. So really, I mean, I don't really see they have a choice. They're going to have to, if he carries on, they're going to have to fight it in courts, and but it's people who just don't like the BBC and want it closed down, and they see it as a sort of bastion of liberal broadcast of liberalism, and they just don't like the BBC.
Or bastion of bias broadcast.
Well, they see it.
That's what BBC stands for, bastion of bias.
Well, that's what you know. They see it as a sort of they see it as it's a sort of, they want it all to they don't like public service broadcast. They want it all privatised, or they'd be
it's not that. It's like we want them to do their job. You know what I mean?
They apologise for that one incident, but
Yeah, but hang on. I'm not going to get into this, but that bloke had that sitting on the desk for 6 months.
Yeah.
The only reason Tim Davie bothered with it is because he knew it was going to kick off.
Yeah.
So there's no integrity at the BBC.
Well, the other thing is that they say
they're just a bunch of freeloaders.
Well, they say they've got this sort of left-wing bias, but in fact, Tim Davis is a Tory. You know, he was a Tory, so you know they say they've got, it's you know it's wrongly perceived to be this sort of lefty organiser. I mean, you know. But it's
it would be just as bad if they did it to somebody on the left. The fact that Donald Trump's on the right is neither here nor there.
Well,
you can't go cutting people's words. Have you seen The Running Man, Ron, with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. Well, no, they did apologise.
That's what the BBC did. Now they can do it to Trump. They can do it to whoever. It doesn't matter who they do it to. It's wrong.
Well, the thing, they did apologise for it.
They had to. They only did it because they saved their own.
They got caught. They got caught.
Apologised.
It's like when the guy in court starts expressing regret over his actions when he's in the dock.
Yeah.
Didn't give a monkeys before he got caught by the police.
Well, the thing is, they're now he's now Donald Trump saying, "Well, I'm taking you for £5 billion." So I mean,
I don't understand why anyone would take it. Why does that even get to go international? I can't sue. I can't sue anybody in London right now. I mean, so why does that even allow? Why does your country? Why don't they just say, okay, we're not going to even recognize this lawsuit?
Yeah,
go to hell. I don't
understand. Yeah. I think they might do that because it is outside their jurisdiction.
It's literally another country. You have your own laws. It's like,
I think this is one of the things they might have to say. I mean, it's just getting. But he sued other companies, TV companies, $15-16 million. You know, and
but he's suing the UK population, and that's what's confusing. Because it's public, it's a public station, so it's like, just sue him, just sue the U.S., just everybody sue everybody. It's so funny. It's just, and it's only billionaires playing with money. I'm suing you, Emma.
It's just as soon as they
taking it all.
As soon as they issued the apology, he said, right, he was talking about $1 billion, and then as soon as they issued the apology, right, I want $5 billion. You've got to take that other news night item where
everything's getting crazy.
Oh, it's just You know, so really, I mean, they're going to have to fight. They haven't got a choice, really, to have they, you know, really. So, but, it's just awful.
Is there anything good on the BBC? Because I don't get that here.
Death in Paradise. Death in Paradise is the best thing on telly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you won't get anything like that anymore, would you? I mean, it'd be Death in Mar-a-Lago is his idea of paradise. I mean, the thing is you won't get anything like that. You won't get David Attenborough, of course, is a national treasure. You know, or, Doctor Who, you won't get that. Oh, loads of good. I mean, the stupid thing is all the private, you know, the private like Sky, they actually get a load of BBC programs and show repeats on their channels because they are quite good. You know, you won't get anything like that. So, you know, it's quite a lot of.
I wrote it down.
Yeah,
Death in Paradise. Ron. My dad and I watch Death in Paradise every night, 7 days a week.
Yeah. Death in Paradise, and it's a recent film. Okay.
Yeah, it's a series.
And there are loads of spin-offs as well. There's one in Australia. They've got one, you know, that's on in Australia.
Ralph Little, who is one of the detectives, I've played football against him about 20 years. Yeah.
Really?
I was marking him, right? Now, this is what happened. Ralph Little was acting in a play at Windsor Theatre, and he came down to play football. Because I played for this travel agency called Eton Travel, and he played for Windsor Theatre. And we were all told, you can't tackle him because if he breaks his leg and he's in the play, he's going to get sued because, you know, you've got to, the whole play will be cancelled. So we all agreed, okay, fine. We won't tackle him. We'll go easy on him. And he's a good player. He's quick. So I was marking him and he got the ball. And I didn't go in on him. I kept my distance. I get the ball. He steams in right on me. Yeah.
So you've had this sort of. This is why you've got this thing. You know, you don't have like the BBC ever since because somebody very
Yeah, no, I've got PTSD.
Yeah, it's a sort of PTSD reaction to the BBC. Yeah, yeah. Try
But
Ian Johnson.
he's very nice. So
Yeah.
he was a really good footballer.
Mm, yeah.
But
Did
no,
you play
so-
a lot? Did you play? Were you like pretty good?
no, I wasn't very. I mean, I was average.
Yeah.
Just me and my friends used to play. But
Yeah.
the first episode, actually, there's two detectives who are really good because they keep changing the detectives after a few series. The
Okay.
best one was Richard Paul, the first one,
Yeah.
and I think the second best one is the last one, the guy they've got now. So
Okay. All right. I'll have to stop. It'll be in winter. We'll binge watch Death in Paradise.
Yeah, binge watch it's very good. It's very good. One of the best series out. Yeah, and then there's so there's a lot of stuff from BBC that you're gonna miss that. You won't be able to make any more of those, will you? And Death in Paradise.
It's not gonna. Don't worry, it won't go anywhere. BBC's not going anywhere. Donald Trump's going somewhere because he's 80. You only got so many years. It's like
This is what I mean. They're going to have to drag this legal case out. They're going to have to. Yeah, we're it have to be a long, drawn out, ongoing one, won't it? Hoping that he pops his clogs before. Yeah, that's it. It's just.
there's also terms in. I mean, I did take one class in business law in college, and there's unconscionable requests. I mean, you can't sue somebody for stealing your purse. You can't sue them for $50 million. So $5 billion is insane, especially if it's worth more than the company. So of course that's not going to happen.
I mean, there's no way they can probably. It's more than their entire yearly budget. So that's the thing.
Yeah, it's not even.
It's just
another joke coming from the U.S. and I can't apologize for it because I've been disenfranchised for 25 years, so it doesn't matter.
Well, we should be apologising. I think the BBC they said they regret. Yeah. Which to me, that's not an apology.
Well, they have
got to say sorry. They said they regret it happening.
Yeah, they have apologised, but it's just.
Did they say sorry?
Yes, they've said sorry and everything. But
I didn't hear them say sorry.
Yeah, well, they've said sorry, but now he's suing them for $5 billion. So which is as I say, it's more than their yearly budget. So.
Yeah, well, I should have thought that.
Yeah.
By the way, I think the more political we get, the more Emma paints. Look at that painting.
Yeah, yes, this is sort of yeah.
That's awesome.
I'll get fired up. Yeah, I get fired up. Yeah, no. It's,
and here we are. I mean, nothing done. I got stick figure here.
Oh, is this you're doing your no look painting?
Yeah, I'm sticking some pastels, and tomorrow or tonight when I come down here, I'll paint over it and see what I get.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very exciting yet. Yeah.
I'm just scratching the base around. Yeah.
What's the constantly
do? I gave away some of my signage today, so I've got to redo that if I'm going to go out.
I didn't get to see your video yet, but the picture you had with one of your signs on your Instagram.
Yeah, she wants. I mean, someone before asked me for my signage, and I said no. And then she did, and I looked at it, and I thought that would look really good on someone's wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, yeah, take it. So she's got that now, and I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know what it says about my artwork, but my signage is as popular as my paintings. So keep doing.
You're a marketer, an advertiser.
I'll keep doing new signage.
The thing is, if they think you probably come across as a bit of a sort of conceptual artist, so they expect you to do signage.
Well, I am a conceptual artist now.
Yeah, you're a conceptual artist. Yeah, I am. Yeah,
I like to see I like to see the people taking your work.
Yeah.
Someone emailed me. Go on, carry on.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Finally. Yeah.
Someone emailed me and they said, can I take the QR codes off your paintings?
Oh, jeez.
I said, no.
And did you say after that, because I'm watching?
Well, the thing is that part of the payment is the advertising.
Yes, I know.
It's like the cash you give me for the painting, that's the first installment.
Yeah.
And the repeat payments of the advertisement. It's like buying a
That's the
car.
emails. Yeah.
It's like buying a car, paying your first payment. It's going. Can I skip the other ones, please?
I can't believe the person emailed you to ask that question. That's that's the most polite email I would have ever received.
Yeah, it's very reverential. Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
It-
Talking about
Yeah.
programs you've missed, if we didn't have a BBC, there was actually a really good program on about the Turner, J.W. and his sketches and his paintings that have come to light. A lot of new sketches have come to light as mine. And that was on the BBC. I was watching that.
You have to be a bit suspicious when new paintings come to light.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they are genuine?
I think they are genuine. I'm not sure whether they haven't been around for quite some time, but you had Chris Patton talking about them as well as other people. So they were, that's quite interesting that they had, and Timothy Spall, who's in that film about Turner, he played Turner. So yeah, all that you'll miss BBC4, all the cultural programs, you'll miss Serena, all that stuff. You got to defend the BBC.
No, not me.
So,
I see it. See it now.
see everything you'll miss. You can't. We're gonna. Yeah. So
We have I told you before many times that Roy Lichtenstein used to teach here at my college right next door to the college.
Yes.
So I'm always on the lookout at garage sales for one of his paintings when he was here.
Thing to do. Yes.
right,
Yeah.
Because I know what to look for. A lot of people wouldn't, because he did purely abstract. Looks like nothing he ever, that you know him for.
Yeah.
And but the way he signed it, and I'm not going to tell you on air.
No, don't.
No, what if you do? Don't do that.
But I know his signature. It wasn't Roy Lichtenstein, so it's if I ever find one. What the deal is here? This is a college town, and there's there was an art department. A lot of art, it still is. A lot of art people come through, and what many artists do in America is they teach instead of do, because to do means you eat peanut butter most of your life and get through, or marry Rick if you're lucky. Anyway, so the big joke is that a lot of these people teach long enough and live here long enough to see their work that they sold locally at garage sales for like $5, for a $5 or a $10 or whatever you guys would say.
Yeah.
And it drives them crazy. So it's always like the dustbin of your career is when you see your work in a garage sale. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's more dignity to give it away for free on the street.
Well, this is it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I suppose because it's your choice to give it away. It's not your choice to see it go for $5 in a garage sale.
Yeah. I'm still voting for mine to turn up at Oxford. Yeah. Yeah.
So you and Rose, I've seen snippets of you and Rose painting together. Good.
Yep, and we have Thanksgiving here coming up, which is next Thursday. Which, by the way, I won't be able to. Well, I might be able to. Depends on what time it is. Nope, I won't be able to. But I told her we got to finish it by then, please, because I have 5 more big giant canvases. This is just the first. I got to go to the next. But she works a full-time job, so it's like you got to be in the mood. You can't. She's not like me, where I'm going to paint even if I don't want to.
I mean, I'm like that. I have to well, I have to do, I do 2 days a week, so I have to. At the time I have to paint, I have to paint in it. I can't sort of. I'm not in the mood. You just have to do it. Yeah, you have to get into it. Yeah, but then she does work. I mean, that's a lot. And does she enjoy doing it? Is she getting into it, or is she?
Oh, totally. When she does it, anything Rose does if she decides to do it, she's into it. And I sit there and catch her. After she paints for an hour, she'll just look at the painting for 20 minutes to just think about it, which is neat to see, because I don't do that, but she does.
Yeah,
she thinks about it, but I just, it drives me crazy. I want to get rid of it now. I'm done. Go away painting.
Yeah.
So what about?
I was just going to say, you do get these artists that do that. They paint and they stand back and then they paint and then they just do that and then another thing. And I can't work like that.
I do that a bit.
Yeah.
I'm constantly walking backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
came across
but not
John Rons.
Say
I
it
took
again.
out our John Rons that were all screwed up in that room over there. I've taken them out.
Oh, good.
So I don't know what I don't know what we're going to do with them. I need to photograph them, but
Photograph them, and we'll use it for the when we get the raw vision to do a an article on us.
I don't want to give them away. I mean, they're half yours as well. I don't want to give them away.
I have
I
an
don't-
idea.
Go on.
Next time I'm out in London, we'll just go give them away
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, we'll have a John Ron giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And then we'll do a little prepping for it, and it'll be part of the next movie. Or how about this on the streets of Pattaya next year? Give them away.
Look, I can't. Because I'm not really familiar with the laws
Right.
and the restrictions of my visa. I'm really laying low in Thailand. I mean, I was thinking of doing free art in Thailand, but I might be breaking some bylaw, and I don't want to end up in. So I'm going to be really cautious. But I'm going to do blurt. Speaking of blurt, I'm going to do blurt big time in Thailand.
If she needs something to do, put her on it too. Because if she likes photography or anything, it's just a little money for her.
Yeah,
It's something.
Remember, money in Thailand is 5 times as valuable as it is in London.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good because the people that I've already met. I've played 3 things on Blur. I've only really read the replies from 2 of them, and I've got like Off Grid, who I think knows you. He's from Canada. There's Sarah, what's her name? Sarah Louise. She's messaged me. She's in London. Met me through Blur. And there's another guy who was he used to do like street illusions and stuff like that. He's been in touch and suggested something for me to do. Another guy suggested that I sell on Blurt or something. So I've got all this like backlog of stuff I've got to check out with Blurt.
Good. Well, it's a positive thing. I wrote down. I'll show you some numbers here and talk to you about it. There's also this person who runs Ultraviolet magazine.
Yeah, that's Sarah Louise.
Okay. I've been watching her for a couple of years. She goes all over London and does, like touristy things, like showing people stuff.
She's messaged. We've messaged each other, me and Violet, whatever her name is. And I think she suggested a get together around New Year, and I said, "Well, I'm probably going to be in Thailand." But I said, I'm going to do Camden. I said, if you're near Camden, I'll put something on my Instagram because at Camden now, I post in the morning to say I'm at Camden today. Yep. So we might be able to meet up. But Pete, we're all already talking about doing the free art freeze art with more than one person from Blurt. Someone's given me a way of getting vouchers, Blurt vouchers. We can promote Blurt at the free art demo, and I think other people from Blur have shown an interest in maybe doing their music or doing their artwork or something like that. I mean, it's so much better than the old Facebook, Instagram nonsense.
Way better.
People,
and that's just one
people.
Yeah.
I mean, some guy messaged me on Instagram today going, "Oh, if you want me to repost this, send it to me." So I sent him a thing, and then he says, "Well, hey, do you want to go on all our platforms, and I'll send you a price list and all this lot." It's like that's they're not people. You just get business posts come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's probably just some bot that saw the word Camden, and sent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
I get that. I get those all the time, and and I've learned to ignore those. But these crypto social medias, they're real people, and I've just had nothing but positive like exchange. There's one fault, and it's not. I haven't experienced it on Blurt, but because you get paid for talking, you get paid for commenting a little bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like it could be pennies, but either way, I still get it for just commenting. That some people just comment just to comment, like, oh, you're wearing a blue shirt today. How interesting, and it can get pretty crazy like that. So but not there so much. So I just did the last 3 posts I made, and just to show you, like Steemit's dying, but its last 3 posts in the past 48 hours was 13 cents, $1.87, $1.65. That's
Right.
that's $3 from Steemit just to put a post up. Now, it turns into $3. It's in the coin that you convert to Bitcoin to convert to dollars, right?
Yeah.
And Blurt was 48, 40, and 40. So that, it's a couple, $1.50, yeah. And Ecency is the other one that seems to be paying the best these days. I got $1.58, 246, and 81 cents.
Oh yeah, I'm on Ecency. I mean, Blurt's great. I keep doing Blurt. I've tried to do Steam it, but the sign up thing won't take my phone number.
It only works desktop. It doesn't work on the phone. So, but it used to be amazing. And I'm not joking, I used to get $20-$30 a post. That was 2 or 3 years ago. That was crazy. So I'm hoping, like with Bitcoin that's been crashing, I'm hoping soon everything gets picked up a little bit, and these crypto coins, these coins are worth more as time goes by.
Yeah. But I mean, even if I wasn't getting paid on Blur, the quality of interaction I'm having is worth it anyway.
Absolutely.
Getting the money. I know I'm probably doing what you're doing. I'm probably doing like $1 every time. I've done 3 posts, and I think I've got about $3.
Right.
But that's fine. But the main thing is just the potential for what we could get from the not integration. What's it called? Just working with other people. And one guy came to me in Camden today, and he's his name's Damien Morrison. Damien Morrison 5 on Instagram. He was cycling past, stopped. I spoke to him for about 20 minutes. He's an artist, London based. Just chatting to him. I gave him a booklet with us 3 in it.
Yeah.
I said, check us out, and he goes, oh yeah, well, and he sent me that. So that's another one. You just pick up these people who you can bounce off.
It's a community of people. That's what you want. I mean, I've always laughed at thinking I've written about this. You two are in a city of 10 million people. It should be a no-brainer. It's crazy. I don't understand. I mean, even New York City, which I thought was the loneliest place on earth, has Brooklyn. It's like they still have people getting together. And arting together, I guess is what you could say, or talking about it.
It's like what you said earlier. If you're confident that what you're doing is good and no one likes it, that there's something validating about that as well. Like, we must be good.
Right. That's right.
Because if all the people you think are rubbish are doing really well, well then if we were doing really well, we'd be, you know what I mean? We don't
be rubbish. Careful. Because when you start doing really well, you'll question yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm really glad, and then we can get Emma turned on to this these sites too.
The first thing we need to get Emma.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you know what a computer is. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Right, she's got step 1. The next thing is to get onto a smartphone. I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I'm not very hopelessly.
She's no social. I think Emma has no social media at all.
Oh, I'm really.
Her deviant art is me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, trade secret. It's really helpful. You're really helpful, aren't you? You helped me do that.
I helped you. I did it.
Yeah, I really. Well, I did do the painting.
No, yeah, Emma does the work, obviously.
Yeah.
But
obviously,
but the whole thing.
I really appreciate your technical.
Yeah, but but it's no longer technical. That's the thing. It's so friendly now. It's so easy to.
I need to get the hang of technology a lot better. I need to be a lot more technologically. Yes, yeah.
You have a lot to offer the world, Emma. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I need to get on to the technical stuff better.
Well, you're on via Black Ivory.
Yes,
so you've got that.
Yeah.
She was. You were on my post this morning on Substack, Emma.
Was I? Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you were the first picture.
Emma was in my post today on Blur.
Oh, thank you very much. Get a few more hits on my website. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Sure.
I've heard you can sell on Blur, Ron. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I've sold before on Steam It and Ecency, where I just say, somebody says, "Can I buy one of your paintings?" And I say, "Sure." And that's another thing. Okay, here's another crazy thing on the Ecency. I had 150 people, 150 likes just for one post, and those people follow you. And I don't get that many followers, but I've had people say, "Will you sell me a painting?" Only probably 3 times, but without me asking. I'm not putting my name. So I don't know how you can. Is there a marketplace or something?
There's something. I've read a lot of messages. I haven't really gone into it in detail, but somebody sent me something where you can do it. I mean, I don't know how. I haven't really looked into it. I mean, I'm trying to get out of England to Thailand now, and I'm not really promoting my eBay. I'm not putting any new stuff on eBay and Etsy, so I'm trying not to really sell anything at the moment. I'd rather just wait till I get back from Thailand.
And when you're thinking you're scooting out?
Maybe a couple of weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe sooner. I mean, I've got to find my I can't find my divorce certificate. And if Ron and I are going to get married, I need my divorce certificate. So that's a big problem.
You need a divorce certificate in Thailand for your English divorce?
I've got to prove that I'm not married anymore. So there's some things I've got to sort out for Thailand. But I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
I've done my tax return. I did my taxes yesterday, so that's done. Everything that has a deadline within the next 4 or 5 months, I've got to get done in the next few days. Christmas presents, I've got to get all them done.
Great. But you're going to be gone. You're going to leave them and have your dad distribute them or something?
Well, no, I just scratched it.
Sorry, what's that?
No, you're not going to be here for Christmas time, so you're just going to leave them around and let your dad distribute them or something. Is that what you do?
So yeah, I'll wrap them up and leave them. And then all of Billy's family have birthdays really close to each other, so I've got to buy the Hamper family a load of presents. Got to get that done.
Are they December or January birthdays?
December-y. They're all like near, like all around the same time. So I've got to get those done. My sister's birthday from last month. I still haven't got her present yet.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah, Emma's party. That's come at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Are you gonna? Who's invited to the party?
Well, you are, so I hope you turn up.
Yeah, I'm planning to be there. The only thing that could screw it up is if for some reason I'm late at Camden and I have problems getting home.
Yeah, and my friend Sandra, we've asked Charles and Damon. I really hope they can come. I sort of do it this time of year because it's just before the Turner Prize, so we can have a sort of fun get together about the Turner Prize.
Smart.
Or protest or anything, but I don't think they're going to be doing it this year because it's out in Bradford and it's not even in the Tate. It's not even in the Tate Gallery, so I don't think. We might have this stuck us in that one location protest. We might do something like that. You can suggest it. Yeah, and we could just do it before. If you go for a couple of weeks, I think the Turner Prize will be. I find out when it's actually. I think it's usually about
December the 3rd.
I think it's usually December the 3rd. Yeah, stuck us in at the wrong location. Yes, we could do that. Yes.
I've got a list of things to talk about here. Yeah.
Oh no, that was something. I don't think that.
Oh, that's not subject. Oh, okay.
No, I was just talking about that. I'm having an eating on this morning because it's so cold. I did my hair this morning and dyed it, and it was so cold that I had to have the heating on. So.
Oh yeah, I've got one. I've got one. Right, we're talking about English illogical pronunciations.
Yeah.
As in C and Z, A, B, C, D, F, G, blah, 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 Z. Yeah. I noticed one today. We've got a load of galleries in London full of boring art called the Mall Galleries.
Yeah.
But they're on Pall Mall.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So it's MALL, right? It's Pall Mall.
Yeah.
But the galleries are called the Mall Galleries. Yeah. So same context, pronounced differently. Mall
What?
and mall.
Yeah, but they
What?
yeah, I think they want to be like the shopping mall. You call it a shopping mall, and it is a shopping mall because you go there to buy work. You go there. They're trying to sell their pictures. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it's next to the RCA. But I went in and it was a really good exhibition. It's called the Discerning Eye, and it's a little bit. They like to see it a little bit alternative and cutting edge, and it had these beautiful cityscapes. I mean, at the end of the day, I like painters of blocks of flats and cityscapes. I really do.
Yeah, you do.
I don't see why, I mean, obviously, we've got rather conservative watercolour society they're going to do, especially marine artists, beautiful paintings of, all the sails up on the ships and everything. And it's, Turner-esque and lovely. But the thing is, I really do like blocks of flats and pictures of urban landscapes and graffiti. So that's what I do as well. So I really do like the Discerning Eye. It's quite quirky. It's quite good, and it's lots of different. And it was free when I got there. It was completely free. I thought that's £10, and I've got to pay it, and it was just completely free. So I was quite pleased about that.
I've been sending everyone down to Waterloo to the graffiti tunnel.
I saw that. I saw you sending those girls down there. Yep. Tell them to head there. I've never been.
Oh, next time you're here, Ron, I think you'll like it.
Okay, I will. Emma, you said you joined an art society this year so you can have a show. Do you get your own solo show?
No, it's a group show that we have with the Art Society, but it's just it's nice to join because I just now got one show at least. Like I can do one exhibition a year. At least I've got that exhibition. Yeah, I know. I help a bit out at Camden a bit, too.
You do better at Camden.
Yeah.
Than Mill Hill.
Yeah, Mill Hill. It's quite a conservative art society, but it's quite fun.
Emma's work is so massively different from everyone else's.
Yeah, you thought that because you went to see it one.
Yeah, I did. I went to see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know. That was actually a high compliment I got once because I was in a group show at something called the Schweinfurth Arts Center. It's a pretty popular place, and some lady came up to me and said, didn't recognize me, but whatever, matched me to my painting, and she said, "Wow, and she said, wherever I see you, I didn't even know she saw me other places. You always bring something that's like nothing else here." So
that's it.
Charles said that about your work, didn't he?
Yeah. So that's again let's go all the way back to it. Must be something if everyone hates it.
I got this guy. I got this guy, Emil Hill, and he's not there. I think he's died now. Harry's a sweet guy. He always looked at me and said, "She's got a very distinctive style, hasn't she?" He's always said that. He always very distinctive style. But the thing is that so Emil Hill, but they also have a It's like, when you once told me this, I put in for the Barnet Open. I put some work in for the Arts Depot. Well, some people at Mill Hill have got something in for the Art Depot. They're in the Art Depot exhibition at the Art Depot where I put some work in a long, long time ago. And I got rejected. It was the Barnet Open. But this one's an arts and crafts, which I wouldn't be too happy to be in anyway, arts and crafts. So it's paintings, but they're not. They're putting up. It's called arts and crafts.
I can imagine exactly the stuff.
So it's going to be a little bit. It's not really a painting. It's just they've got it in there, but I mean, I think it's done it in a little bit of a arts and crafts. It's not called a painting exhibition so much. But the thing is, I remember you saying to me because I was a bit depressed. I got rejected for the Barnet Open. You said, "Go for the art. Go for the Royal Academy. So if you're going to get rejected, you might as well get rejected by the Royal Academy." Rather than Barnet Open, and then I know what you mean. Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite funny. But they've got their stuff in the Arts Depot now. But as I say, it's arts and crafts. So yeah, perhaps it's.
I like getting rejected. Actually, again, I've changed. I've done a 180 in my life where I used to be bothered by anything I'm in. Like I don't even really apply anymore. But up until a few years ago, when I was still applying to group shows and stuff, and I got rejected, I go right on. And I don't know why that is. It's like a weird change I've had, and I'm not sending them stuff that I don't like. I send them stuff that I like, but that's another reason to think like, okay, maybe the trick is to not be liked.
Well, because you know that they're looking for a set framework. Yeah. So the fact that you don't fit into that is a good thing.
It's a good
It's
thing.
like you wouldn't really want to be accepted into the RA Summer Show if you've actually ever been to the RA Summer Show. So it's quite a nice thing to know. Well, we'll create Black Ivory where our stuff makes sense.
Yeah.
And it won't make sense to anyone else. But at least you're making yourself a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
So when you meet up with those people, those blurred people, if you get a chance to, I know you're going to Thailand, but if you get a chance to talk up Black Ivory, talk up your world, you know?
I mean, I think Black Ivory is the thing. I mean, I think that's the main thing I'm working on is Black Ivory. I mean, nothing else really. I think represents anything I think is very good other than Black Ivory.
But you also have it's also a good place to be. It's something to lean on, only because, like, you know, you had the factory for Andy Warhol, and you can say I'm Black Ivory. This is it. You know, this is what.
Yeah.
This is what.
If I had a bio, the first sentence would be Edward Johnson is an artist of Black Ivory, and then everything else would just be stuff I've associated with, but I'm not a part of. You know, like I've worked with so and so, and I've worked on so and so, but I haven't worked with Black Ivory. I'm actually part of it. So that's
Well, you are the inventor.
Yeah.
But it's such a three. It really is a three piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we make work. You make a ton of work. You make a ton of work, and I make a ton of work. Yeah. And like you say, you've been rejected from everything else. You've been rejected from else, and I've been rejected from everything else, apart from Take Modern, which is my.
I hope our Outsider magazine listens to this podcast or this video cast. Yeah, that's just what you need to hear, so we can get into her magazine.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a big deal. The thing with the Raw Vision was a big deal because for years I've been completely ignored. When I was actually trying to not be ignored, I was ignored, right? Yeah. So when I don't care anymore, all of a sudden I'm not ignored, which is weird. It's
yeah.
So it came out of nowhere.
Never boils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come again?
Like the indie record label. That's they film their own indie record. All the great bands, they all went on to mute and they filmed their own indie record labels because they couldn't, you know, they did their own stuff. So that's good. So you know, now it's good that you've got contact. They're taking interest. Yeah, you just did that. That's very pulp. You did it yourself, DIY stuff, and then they took an interest. That's good. Yeah.
I hope I hope there's more in the future. But before we break up later, I wanted to ask about On, because last time I didn't even get to. How's she doing?
Fine. Yeah. Bored. Good. She's bored in Korat. But yeah, she's fine. I mean, we both want to be together, but we're realistic. But I've got stuff to be getting on with. She doesn't really have a lot of stuff to do over there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but no, I mean, I think we can work as a team, On and I. You know, that's when we're out in Thailand, because when she was here, she was helping a lot. She was helping with the Camden. She was doing the filming for the eBays and MCs. Mm-hmm. She even she didn't do any art, but she sometimes I use black frames. So I cut the cardboard, I paint. She was painting some of them black.
Yeah.
So it's not just that I want her to be around. It's actually quite useful for her to be around. And when I go to Thailand, I think it'll be like that even more so. We'll be working together on everything.
Yeah.
And you're going to look at your new house.
Yeah. I know. We bought out. Yeah. I still haven't. It hasn't sunk in yet that we own a property now. It's.
I can't even. I mean, that's amazing. Yes.
A mortgage. I've never had a mortgage in my life, and I just get this place. No surveyor. No, nothing. Just see it. Spent 5 minutes looking at it. Yeah, let's buy it. And now, yeah, hasn't sunk in.
Yeah, I'll just show you what I've done, because I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Yeah, just put it up there. That's just I've done fences and anything with fences in my space.
These are brilliant.
So I've done fences, yeah.
These are better than Emil Nold's ones, I reckon.
Yeah, well, I don't know. and that.
Them are beautiful. Good, great
Yeah,
work.
they are.
Just a crowd,
They're so good.
watercolor and splashing around, and then I'm stuck trying to draw it, and I help about the BBC and look what happened.
Yeah.
So there you are. So really,
That's how uninspiring the BBC is.
I'm going to sue Trump for that. Actually, I'm going to sue Trump now for that.
Why not?
For my mental health, for disrupting my mental health, and I'm going to. That was a piece of artwork which was damaged because of I'm going to sue Trump for my mental.
Just
health.
one quick thing. There's another farmers demo coming up on the 26th of November.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go down with my start, assuming I'm still in the country. Go down with my Starmer Farmer Farmers and give them out for free.
Yeah.
And where's that going to be?
Outside it'll be near like Houses of Parliament, like central London, that area.
Yeah.
Loads of tractors and that. So anything else going on with you, Ron, that we haven't spoken about yet?
I don't know. Is there anything more on your list? I don't want to mess your list up.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Turner Prize, Blurt meet up in London, Discerning Eyed, Heckles Horse Junior at Camden. I can't remember what I was going to say about that. Blurt vouchers. Have you heard of Blurt vouchers?
I think it's just a way for. Did you have to have Did somebody have to give you or sponsor you to get on Blurt? Like a little teeny, like a penny or whatever. I think that's what the voucher does. It just lets people get on. It's the bare minimum to get on, which is pennies, like I said.
Oh, I had those. They sent me them. You need 10 Blurts.
Yeah, so I think I think the voucher is a free join up for somebody's covering it.
Oh, someone sent me I think 3, so I can pass them on at Camden for new people.
Right.
Oh, Off Grid is putting Stuckism on Blur, and I think he's started his own Stuckism group.
I saw that. See how quickly things can happen if you want them to. Yeah, it's new stuff. People don't know about things. That's what we're here for, to teach them.
Yeah. I was going to say, if there's a Stuckist group in Bradford, they could go to demonstrate about the Turner Prize now. But they could. I'll maybe talk to more about that if Charles don't. Yeah, perhaps some.
Anybody that learns about Stuckism or just what we're doing, how could you not want to have this camaraderie? I don't understand. It's like it's the one thing I was always lacking. It just proves to me the communion that there's other reasons and other ways to go for art, and of course I like money. It's like everybody likes money, and I want to make it, but this to me is because I have a roof over my head and I'm going to have rice and beans tonight.
Yeah,
I need some of that other stuff.
Yeah, the only trouble is that David Hotney came from Bradford, I think, from that area. So I don't think you need to form a Stuckist group if David Hotney came from that area. Really, I mean, he's an argument for painting in himself. I mean, you don't need to argue.
I think there's enough Stuckist groups now.
Yeah.
I think people should maybe start their own, not Black Ivory, but Red Ivory or something.
That's what I'm talking about. And. Maybe, I mean, I was trying to explain to my 81-year-old mother today about just 40 years ago, I never would know you, Emma, Charles.
Stuckism's great for networking.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's no meaningful common denominator that applies to the Stuckist.
Right.
Whereas with Black Ivory, there is.
Yeah.
So I think Stuckism was a great place for us to get to know each other from.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I think you've got to splinter group from it if you want to do anything artistically meaningful other than what you're doing as your own work anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Donald Guy he's doing did you see his little new group in Lincoln?
Slumpists or something?
Yeah. Yes. He just changed the name, which was even the Sluckists or something. Yeah. And I think that's great. He just said, I'm going to do a different name, but he's got like eight people with him, so
have those 8 people, like I say, have they got a meaningful common denominator?
No, I follow where you're going. Right.
Yeah.
That's the missing ingredient from Stuckism, I think.
Well, when to do, because I'm quite interested to see how this film that when I was talking about the manifesto, because I did do it, and I went right after Jacqueline Jones, and she's very abstract, and so she was really talking about, I love to paint, and she was quite on the spot, and I was much more sort of, well, I've researched this a bit, and I wrote this, and then I said yes. It was more. She was much more spontaneous than me, because she talks like she paints. I suppose I tend to do the sketchbook work first, and then so yeah, I see what you mean. There was my work's quite different from hers, but
but they are
work
my
is
work's
different.
yours. But
we
I
do
still
have a lot of different styles within it. Stuckism,
it does. Yeah,
yeah,
too many.
yeah. Do you think? Yeah.
Well, I mean, not too. It's too many for what? I mean, it's not too many for being a really good thing to have around.
Yeah.
But it's too many to have an artistic identity.
Yeah, that is.
There it is. There it is.
Well,
Yeah.
they set up against conceptual art, and so that bonded us the interest to carry on, to continue painting.
It's like
but within that, there's quite a lot of expression. I think they come more from the expressionism. I'm more from impressionism, but that's the thing, isn't it? Really, but yeah.
It's like you've got different tools. A hammer isn't a saw, and a saw isn't a hammer.
Yeah, yeah.
And Stuckism can do stuff that Black Ivory doesn't do.
Yeah.
Because we're quite. It's just me. It's just us three.
Yeah.
With no real kind of drive to get anyone else in.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be we're not going to be a great networking hub for anyone.
That's right. That's right.
Other than ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
But Stuckism's brilliant at that.
Yeah. But what's it called? Sluckism now? Was it called something?
What's it called, Ron? Don's group?
I think it was the Sluckists. The
I think
Sluckists.
it's the Sluckist.
So it's Stuckism plus slacker, isn't it? I suppose. Yeah.
I think it has to do with Lincoln. I think it had to do with Lincoln. The L.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Sluckist. Oh yeah, the Lincoln Stuckist. Yeah. I see. 'Cause it sounds a bit slacker, as well. Yeah. Because that's what.
Sluts.
The grand slacker sort of stuff. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to make a move anyway, but
we'll make a move. We'll call it a day.
Yeah, okay. Then.
I'm going to go get Rose. Maybe we'll go to the movies. We did this last week.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Yeah.
All right.
And you're going to save it and put it out there and stuff. I'll do.
Then you'll be able to do all the things you did last week. Yes.
Excellent. Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. And I hope we don't sue you for the BBC.